So this is going to be a short one on command line arguments. So what is a command line argument? So a command line argument is, there's a program on your Unix system called cat, and what it does is it dumps files to the screen. Let's see what files I have to choose from here. So let's say that I want to cat out this picture of Conway Twitty. You could do that. It's a bunch of non-printable characters. The point here is that the cat command takes an input, which is, in this case, the name of a file. So let's say you want to write your own program that takes a command line argument. So you might want to do prog, or something like that. Um, so it's not working yet, obviously. And this works exactly the same way in C as it does in Python. Main, we've been using this kind of declaration of main. Um, so main has so far taken no inputs, but now main is taking two inputs. One of them is argc, that's the number of command line arguments. And argv is an array of strings. Each string is one of the command line arguments. And so here I'm printing them out. Now Clang is yelling at me, but it's just giving a warning. See, it says format string is not a string, literal, potentially insecure. And let's see if this works any better. Yeah, so this one just shuts up and does what you tell it to. Yeah, and so if you've been following this book, there's a book called Hacking: The Art of Exploitation, and in class we've been reading a little bit of that. And in that book, you can really see how taking command line arguments kind of uncritically can cause problems, and that's probably why it set off that security alarm. But let's play around a little bit more. So notice that when I ran the program right here on this line, there were no command line arguments. So there's always one argument, and that is the name of the program. So that's just always there. And then you also get whatever things that you type after the name of the program. So in this case, arg count is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And argv is a vector of these things, so that they could be longer too. And that's pretty much it, except you can do some let me show you some frequently useful tricks. I've got all these things in this directory. Let's say that I want to pass them all as command line arguments. So there's this kind of slick thing you can do. I'm typing what is that? It's like a grave character or something like that. It's the character in the upper left-hand corner of the keyboard underneath the tilde. So if you type a command line command inside these symbols, then what it does is it executes that command, and then that becomes the command line argument. So if I wanted to, so what this just did is it passed everything in the folder as an argument to my program, and here they are, so I could deal with them stuff if I wanted to. Another thing that's even sort of trickier is you can, what if I do, sorry, yeah, echo, how about the character A times 20, and I'll pipe that into the Python interpreter and close here. Okay. Oh, wait. Something went wrong. Let's see. It's not doing what I want it to. Anyway, sorry, I'm messing that up. But I guess I'll just look like an idiot, so I'm too lazy to reshoot the video. So there's not much else to say, so you can stop the video. One other thing that you might want to say though is, let's say that you write a program that takes numbers as input. Like let's say, maybe you want to type in some dimensions, and one dimension is 1300 and the other dimension is 1200, and then the program's supposed to do some math on those numbers. You're going to have a little inconvenience, which is these are strings, and if you want to deal with them as numbers in your program, then you've got to do some kind of conversion. Let's see if we can get that conversion to work. And the function that does it is, whoa, it's called a to I, and I'm just going to pass in argv I, and I don't want to try to convert the name of the program to a number. And here let's just print out the number. My main complaint about C is that it's hard to just print out a number. You have to type all this crap. And A. Alright. So it seems to do exactly the same thing as before, but you should notice here that what we've done is we've converted a string to an integer, which is useful. What else? So frequently when you write a program that depends on two command line arguments, the user will not know the usage of the program and sometimes omit them. So sometimes you want to yell at the user for doing that. And you can check the argument count. So you can say if argc is less than, what is argc going to be in this case? It's going to be 3, because 1, 2, 3. So if argc is less than 3, then you can say puts. That's not how it works, stupid face. And then you could say puts usage prog arg1 arg2, and then you want to just quit the program, and so you can say exit. And if you get down here, then we'll say puts let's go to work on those inputs, and back through all that crap. Sorry. Okay, here we go. And now here, I've recompiled it, and I've just done prog, and it doesn't like it, and it tells me what the usage is. But then if I, do it right, then it stops yelling at me. And this exit just terminates the program, and it returns that value. And you can see what that is. Like, how do you do it? Like this? So if the program exits normally, then it returns an exit value of 0. So this is considered a normal exit anyway. But if I wanted to return something else, I could, like 25. And now if I do it wrong and look at the return value, why does this program always embarrass me? It's because I didn't recompile. So let me recompile it and run it wrong. And let's look at the exit value, and it is 25. Okay, so you can make it return different exit values if you want. So I really can't think of anything else to say about this, so I'm going to stop.